Tori, your daughter is in front of our house right now for some reason. Can you explain why this is? I'm sorry, but 6 in the morning is way too early to have her over. And I don't remember inviting her over to our house anyways. Why did you leave her after all, by herself in front of our house? Tori, you need to answer right now.
Ugh, can you please stop spamming my phone? Do you know what time it is? What do you want?
That's my line. Why do you leave your daughter all by herself at a time like this? She was freezing when I answered the doorbell. What kind of mother does that to her own daughter? Where are you right now? And where is Andrea? I'm getting worried about what you might have done to her, judging by what you've done to Valerina. Please just give me an explanation about the whole situation.
Oh yeah, about that. I'm leaving Valerina for you guys to raise. She just isn't worth my effort, you know? I hope you guys have a good time together, though. Sorry about the late notice.
What? What do you mean, raise? I don't know what makes you think this is a time to be joking around, but you need to stop. If you wanted us to let her stay at our house, then you should have at least let us know a day in advance. Even Valerina's crying because she thinks that you left her for good.
Well, she's right about crying. Because that's exactly what I mean. I need you to raise her from now on. As in, like, she isn't coming back to our house anymore, so you need to give her food and shelter and education and stuff. She's not our child, she's yours.
What? You can't just leave your child at our house and claim that we have to raise her from now on. That has to be some typical child abuse.
I mean, you could sue us and bring her back to our house, but as you can tell from the situation right now, I do not care about that child, and she's just gonna have a very miserable life ahead. And if you don't take the role of raising her, she'll probably end up at some orphanage and live an even more miserable life. So, it's up to you.
You're sick. How could you do this to this beautiful child? Shame on you.
Say whatever you want. You can either take responsibility in making her happy, or just sit back and watch her life fall apart.
Why are you doing this to her?
Look, as you know, my husband died last month. And as a single mother, do you really think I can afford to raise 2 kids? While working to make money at the same time? Even with the inheritance that my husband left behind, the best I can do is provide a living for one of them.
That's a problem for you to figure out. And abandoning one of them is definitely not the way.
There's only so much that a part-timer can do, you know? I can only feed 2 mouths, and one of those is mine.
Then why don't you ask your parents to help you out a bit?
Oh my god, I hate my parents. I would rather die than rely on them.
How ungrateful of you to say that.
As I've said before, say whatever you want. Please be my guest. I don't care. So, given all of the information that I mentioned above, I realized that I could only raise one child, and the other child should be raised by someone more facilitated, which turned out to be you. Come on, you're my husband's younger sister and Andrea's aunt. Come to think of it, Andrea's basically your own daughter.
What are you on right now? There's no way that you really think that logic is going to justify all of this.
I'm sure your husband is going to be excited about having a daughter, too.
But this isn't our child.
You said that you would support me in whatever way necessary at the funeral. This is the help that I need right now, so I need you to cooperate.
But this is all so sudden and out of nowhere. Have you at least tried to ask for support by the government or something? There's tons of ways to help raise your children. And scholarships and child support.
It's too much of a hassle to go through all of that paperwork. And I don't have the time to be dealing with all of that right now.
You can't tell me that you can't do even that for your own children. Please get your priorities straight. This isn't the same thing as buying a puppy. We're talking about your own child here.
It's just easier to make you raise her. Therefore, it makes more sense to just do that. Come on, quit being so stubborn and help out a sister.
I would have helped you out with all of the paperwork that you needed if you had just said it was what you needed. It isn't too late. Let's go to the city hall together and see what kind of financial support you're eligible for. How could you abandon Ballerina all by herself like this?
I mean, if it came down to choosing one of the two, I'm pretty sure that anyone would have chosen Andrea.
I would never choose one of my kids over the other.
Everyone says that until they're actually demanded to make the decision. Ballerina is always whining about something and never shuts up. On top of that, she's so slow and dull in the mind. She won't do me any good even if I keep her, so I'm letting her go.
Whether a child does you any good or not, it's a parent's responsibility to love and protect the child. How dare you label your own kids like that?
You can say whatever you want, but when it comes down to making a choice, the answer is always obvious. Andrea never complains, and she's always smiling. She is so unproblematic, so I'm sure she has a far better chance of making it in any type of job. Therefore, I'm investing in her.
What do you mean by investing in her?
I'll raise her for now, and once she's able to get a good job, she can make all of the money, which I'll live off of. It's a great plan, isn't it?
You're really going to isolate your daughter from her sister and make her work like a slave? Are you serious?
Of course I am. They say work smarter, not harder. This is my smartest way out of being poor.
You're crazy.
I'm really not. It's the child's job to take care of their parents. And Andrea has a far better chance in making lots of money. Therefore, it's only natural that I put in more effort for her instead of Ballerina. That's why I gave you the stupid one. Good luck raising her!
I've never met anyone as obnoxious as you. You know that? I feel horrible for Andrea for being chosen and forced to stay with you. Our family has our own plans too. We can't just take Ballerina in and make it work. Please just come to our house so we can discuss all of this. If you can't come, then I'll drive Ballerina over to your house. Which would you prefer?
What about neither? Andrea and I are moving today. So, I'll never see you again. Sorry.
What?
We can't afford to keep living in the apartment we used to live in. So, I decided to take my daughter and move into a cheaper place. It's a bit far away from here, but my friend owns the place so I can live there for practically free. Isn't it amazing? That friend's gonna introduce me to a new workplace too. So I'm basically well off at my new location. We're resting at a restaurant by the highway right now, so I won't be coming back.
So you're just texting me to stall until you got on the highway?
I mean, you would have brought her back if I left you an option, so... Come on. When you come to think of it, this is the best for all of us. The girl wouldn't have been treated well if she was stuck with us. And you like kids. It's all for the best.
A parent is supposed to give their life to stay by their child, not to sell them away because they don't need them.
Well, I guess I'm not your practical parent then. Look, the house that we used to live in isn't ours anymore. And I have no intention in coming back. So, might as well have fun raising the girl. She's a bit dull, but she's still fun to mess with. You got this.
This has to be illegal in some way. Hey, don't do this to your daughter. Don't do this to us. Just tell me where you are right now. I'll head there, so please just tell me.
Not a chance, honey. I know you're trying to push Ballerina back to me. Won't let that happen. She's yours now, so treat her well. I hope y'all have a happy future together. Bye-bye.
I'm not done with you! Hey, Tori! You don't have to do this!
Hey, Bella. Long time no see, right? How have you been?
I'm sorry, who is this?
Oh, don't tell me you've forgotten about me. It's me, Tori. You know, your legal sister. The wife of your older brother? Come on, we both know you remember me. Quit playing dumb.
I actually do not remember you. Or maybe it's just that I'm instinctively dismissing the existence of the horrifying person who abandoned her own daughter after my older brother died 10 years ago? Neither me, my husband, or our beloved daughter Valerina can recall you. Sorry.
See, you do remember. How have you been? I can't believe you actually went out of your way to raise her instead of abandoning her. Props to you, girl.
What do you want? After all of these years, without giving us a single call or text. Not even checking on Valerina at all. The audacity you have to be talking to us right now. Don't tell me you've reached out to us after all these years just to check on her. She doesn't need you anymore. She understands well that you don't care, and that we do.
Why would I go out of my way just to do that? I'm not as bored as you might think.
What do you want then?
Can you give Valerina back to me?
What?
She's already 15 and she's not a child anymore. So I'll have her work for my friend's store. Starting next year, so I need her back.
Are you hearing yourself right now?
Of course I am. Loud and clear.
Then I'd assume that even a crazy person like you would understand that I would say no, right? You're the one who left her behind at our house in the first place. You have no right to be asking us to let her go back to being with you. She's practically a daughter to us, and we would never make her go through such a thing.
Yeah, I get it. As much as I'd like to say you're right, I really need another worker right now. So please, give her back.
What happened to your other worker?
Oh, Andrea? Well, she ran away from me last night.
Ran away?
Yeah. I started online gambling as a game to pass some time, but I got a bit carried away. And now I'm stuck with a bunch of debt. So I told Andrea to work instead of studying for college. And she ended up running away.
What the hell are you doing? Is it that hard to be a decent parent?
Apparently so. So, can I have Valerina back?
What kind of adult would let a child enter that environment? No. My answer is no. So please don't contact us ever again.
Okay, let me rephrase it. I'm demanding you to give me my daughter back. You have no right to say no to this request. She's not your child. She is my child, and I have the legal rights as her parent. And Valerina has the responsibility to help me pay back my debts as my child. Got it?
Actually, Valerina is our child. Legally.
But I never signed any papers.
As soon as you left her with us, we went through legal procedure to adopt her. So now she's ours, and we have no right to hand her over.
What?
She is our daughter of my husband. So good luck paying back all of your debts alone.
What? You can't just do that. Without the permission of me? I'm her mother. She is my daughter by blood. This whole thing should be illegal.
It really isn't. There's a way to adopt a child without permission of the parent. I won't go to any specifics since you probably won't understand any of it anyways. But we were legally admitted as eligible for becoming family through court. And you and Valerina are legally strangers.
You're lying. You can't do that. I'm her real parent. She still has to listen to me.
Actually, she doesn't. We didn't just adopt her. We went through a foster care adoption process, which basically means that there is no legal tie between you and your daughter anymore. This actually requires the agreement of a real parent. But since you were gone for so many years, the court decided that you were incompetent in making a decision upon this case. Therefore, we didn't need your agreement to make the decision to go through. Ballerina is our child, and I will protect her from you with my life. You will never lay a finger on her ever again.
Then who's gonna help me pay back my debts? I can't just do it on my own. How am I supposed to get out of this?
I guess you're going to have to work on your own. You can't just keep relying on your kids and other people, including them, forever. Just help yourself, and you'll be fine.
Then what was the point of giving birth to 2 daughters? There's no point in having kids if they're useless to me when I need them. I won't let this happen. I will not allow this. You know what? You need to resolve the adoption, go through the legal procedures, and make her my daughter again.
No way. I don't like paperwork, and I'm too lazy to go through that whole process, so...
Quit messing around! I'll be on my way to bring Ballerina back. You better be ready.
Where are you headed to?
To your house!
Do you know where our house is?
The place I dropped Ballerina off 10 years ago?
I'm sorry to tell you this, but our family actually moved to another state a few years ago because of my husband's work. So you won't find us at our old house. Sorry.
What? How dare you move without telling me? This is my kid that you're dragging with you. I deserve to know where she is whenever I want.
Again, she's not your daughter.
Why is it always me? Why do bad things always happen to me? Why can't everyone just do what I ask them to do? Help me, please. I can't pay off my debts alone. I'll be stuck working for the rest of my life.
As strangers, we have no responsibility to helping you. Sorry.
Why not?
Why don't you take a deep breath, close your eyes, and ask yourself, have I really done nothing to be deserving this right now? I'm sure you'll be able to get yourself an answer. Since I'm done addressing this situation, I'll be going now. I'm sure neither I nor Ballerina will ever be seeing you again. So, farewell. Apparently, Tori tried to go and look for Ballerina and Bella, but wasn't able to do anything since she couldn't pay for the gas to get anywhere. After that, she tried to work her butt off to pay back her debts, but ended up borrowing even more money because of her online casino addiction. After reaching out to illegal sources or money laundering, she was caught by the members of a gang and was forced to work as a prostitute. After acting upon impulse, Tori ended up getting herself in a living hell situation. Not that she didn't deserve it. FYI, Andrea was taken to her grandparents' house after a few days since she ran away from her mother. And now she lives with her grandparents and goes to high school like any other student. Ballerina is also a high school student now, and she's pursuing her dreams as a nurse, going to school every day with her friends. In the end, I'm extremely grateful that everyone ended up at a better place, and I think everyone other than Tori is glad about how things ended up.
Hey, Lena, pick up. Where the hell are you? I send you a message a bunch of times telling you that your dad is in the hospital. It's life or death. Get over to the hospital ASAP. Your father's in trouble. What the hell are you doing?
Pardon me? That again? Calm down, Wayne. No need to panic. He'll be fine. I don't see why you don't see through it all. The doc is probably making it sound worse than it is so he can charge a bundle. That's what they always do.
Huh? Are you serious, Lena?
According to the line at noon. The doctor was saying that this evening is critical, right? Mark my words, he'll be up and about in the morning.
What the hell are you saying, Lena? Are you for real? If you took one look at him, you wouldn't be saying that.
Don't worry about it, he'll be fine.
Just get over here to the hospital. You're his daughter, for Pete's sake. You should be at his side at a time like this.
No way I'm leaving. I'm having too much fun right now.
Lena, are you kidding me?
You keep this up, Wayne, and I will divorce you. I'll do it, you know.
Excuse me?
Sorry! I just wanted to say that out loud once. But you know what? It sounds good.
Hey, Lena, seriously.
My friend is nagging me. I better get back. Can we cut it short?
Are you with someone right now?
Yeah, but someone you don't know.
Like I said, get over here. This may be the last time you get to see your dad. You're going to regret it.
This is really getting on my nerves. I'm going to block you, okay?
Lena, don't you dare! Just get over here!
Sorry, finally got a chance to disable the blocking thing. You're probably working about now, so you won't see this until later in the evening, right? I can't wait that long, so I'm going to be straight with you. Ready? I fell in love with a really nice guy. There, I said it. And to tell you the truth, we already had intimate relations. If you get my meaning. As that's the case, I'm gonna need you to agree to a divorce. I left the papers on the kitchen table. So, will you mind signing it and submitting it at City Hall? I would appreciate it. Oh, yeah. Please no talk of compensation or damages or anything like that. Why, you ask? Well, because all that is a pain in the butt. That's why. I'm so relieved that we didn't have any kids. That sure would have complicated things. It just makes it much easier to divorce. At least something good came out of our relationship, huh? Okay, that's about it. See ya!
Lena, are you for real? Disable your phone now? Come on. And what's this about a divorce? So you have a guy, huh? No wonder you were going out until the wee hours of the night. After I contacted you about your father, you failed to even show up once. I bet you've already enabled the blocking function. That's what you always do whenever it's inconvenient. Even when I call you, you'll just ignore it, so no use trying. You'll probably just ignore this message anyway. I suppose I should try. Maybe there is the slightest bit of possibility that you might see it, so here goes. Your dad, he passed away that night. The funeral was today, just so you know. Your younger brother and your Uncle Frank took care of all the arrangements. Sorry that it all turned out this way. I tried, you know. I really tried, but I wasn't able to contact you after that. I explained this to your relatives and showed them the messages that you sent. They have all come to an agreement. They have cut all family relations with you. It goes for me too. I'll submit those divorce papers today. And as a matter of fact, I'm on my way there right now. Even if you want to come home, just so you know, there is no home to come back to. Lena, are you for real? Disable your phone now? Come on. And what's this about a divorce? So you have a guy, huh? No wonder you were going out until the wee hours of the night. After I contacted you about your father, you failed to even show up once. I bet you've already enabled the blocking function. That's what you always do whenever it's inconvenient. Even when I call you, you'll just ignore it, so no use trying. You'll probably just ignore this message anyway. I suppose I should try. Maybe there is the slightest bit of possibility that you might see it, so here goes. Your dad, he passed away that night. The funeral was today, just so you know. Your younger brother and your Uncle Frank took care of all the arrangements. Sorry that it all turned out this way. I tried, you know. I really tried, but I wasn't able to contact you after that. I explained this to your relatives and showed them the messages that you sent. They have all come to an agreement. They have cut all family relations with you. It goes for me too. I'll submit those divorce papers today. And as a matter of fact, I'm on my way there right now. Even if you want to come home, just so you know, there is no home to come back to.
Sorry to contact you like this. My name is Gordon Hayes. You're Elena's ex-husband, right? You're Wayne, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's right. Who did you say you were? I don't think I know anyone by that name.
No, you probably don't know me. I got your line ID from Lena's phone, without her knowledge. There's something I wanted to talk to you about, and I also needed to apologize. I went ahead and contacted you knowing full well that I'm out of line, perhaps, but I need to talk to you.
What is this about?
I had a relationship with Lena until recently.
Wait, what did you just say? You got nerve contacting me.
Wait, I can understand your fury, Wayne. I really do. It's just that I had no idea that Lena was married.
Are you serious?
If it's not any trouble, I would really like to talk to you face to face. What do you say? I'll leave the time and place up to you, but I really need to make things right.
Yeah, alright. There are various things I want to know myself. There's someone I want to talk to first. Could you give me a little time? I'll get in contact no later than tomorrow.
I'm okay with that. I'll be waiting for your call.
Come on, Wayne. Where the hell are you? Hurry up and send your new address. I'm getting sick of being cooped up in this motel. I did tell you I was staying at the Maple Motel, right? Come pick me up, or tell me your new address. Which is it gonna be?
Hey, Wayne. Thanks for meeting with me this afternoon.
Yeah, no problem. I should be thanking you for providing me with some valuable information. I'll take care of the rest. I'll just ask you to take the required steps when the time comes.
Yes, of course.
Also, as we agreed on today, in order that Lena won't get in contact with you, make sure you change your mobile number and not to divulge your new address.
You got it. I'm really sorry how all this turned out, and please forgive me for all the trouble I've caused. I'll leave the rest to you, Wayne.
Wayne, where the hell are you? I'm running low on cash. You need to up the game, buddy. I've been spending about $40 a day on this room and fast food from that place down the street. I'm getting sick and tired of it. I figure I'll give you 3 more days and that's it. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. About the guy I married after our divorce? I already broke up with him, so relax. No worries here. No. It's silly me. Was that why you didn't contact me? You were concerned about that. Okay, I get it now. So, there it is. You don't have to be worried about getting back with me. There is no more Guy. So, just come and pick me up, would you? Wayne! Why won't you contact me? I'm running completely dry here. You have to get over here right now. I'm getting sick and tired of being confined in this tiny motel room. I need out of here. Like, without further ado. That fast food chunk is killing me too. I need a nice home-cooked meal, Wayne. Wayne, I'm not kidding around anymore. I'm out of cash. I have no other choice but to check out tomorrow, or they will throw me out. I swear to God, Wayne, there's gonna be hell to pay. I have no other choice but to go back to my parents' house. If Dad yells at me for this, it's all your fault. Remember that. I'll tell Dad that I came back in order to get back together with you, so have all the official marriage papers ready. You got that? Wayne, are you there? My home, it's gone.
Excuse me?
Wayne, finally. I finally get a response from you, and that's the stupidest reaction I get? All I get is, excuse me? Really?
I was just gonna send you a message, but I got another call, so...
I don't give a hoot about that. I'm more worried about my home. I just got here, and it's gone! What is this? It's an empty lot, for God's sake! Where'd the darn house go? Where's my house? The house I grew up in! Where's my dad? Where'd you take him, Wayne? If you know where he moved to, you better tell me right this minute, Wayne. I'm not kidding around.
I figured as much. You never saw that message I sent you. Figures.
What the hell are you talking about?
That day 1 year ago, you left the divorce papers on the kitchen table and took off with your new guy. That was the day we had your dad's funeral.
Wait, what?
Lena, you not only blocked me from sending you messages, but you blocked all your relatives. But you disabled the blocking function just long enough to tell me about the divorce papers and the new guy you were going to marry. I conveyed all this information to all your relatives and friends at the funeral. All of them, including myself, cut all ties with you until you appeared on your own accord.
I thought I was having a hard time reaching people. I couldn't get in touch with anybody. Is that why?
That's right. They wanted nothing to do with you. Oh yeah. I also had a chance to meet your ex, Gordon.
Huh? Oh, wait. Why do you even know him?
Actually, he contacted me.
Pardon me. You on the level?
After a year of living as your husband, he started to become suspicious of your attitude. Something just didn't mesh. Day by day, his suspicion only grew, and ultimately he hired a private investigator to check you out.
Excuse me? A private investigator?
Eventually, he finds out about me, and
Are you really serious? He was checking up on me?
when you first met Gordon, you told him you were single. Was that true? After about 6 months, his job transferred him to a branch office in another city. You decided to go with him, decided to trust those divorce papers on the kitchen table, and you disappeared. Now here we are.
But I was just, Gordon was so cool and handsome. Worked for a big media corporation.
You're the lowest of the low. A real bottom feeder, Lena.
How could you say that? I'm the victim here. Gordon duped me. I've nowhere to go. My dad's place is gone. What am I going to do? And on top of that, you tell my dad died like it was nothing. You should be treating me with kindness, not this abusive treatment. I don't deserve this.
This is all your own making. And all this about blaming others. Take a little responsibility. Would you? You're not only a lowlife, you're a sociopath.
How can you say such a thing? I don't deserve this. You can't forget me getting back together with you. That's for sure.
Oh, I forgot. I've got no intention of getting back with you.
I beg your pardon?
I thought you'd figure it out about now.
Oh wait, what?
I better get going. I'll leave the rest to your uncle.
My uncle?
I contacted him earlier to tell him that you'd be where the old house used to be.
Are you serious?
I'm pretty sure he's on his way there now.
You're not serious, are you? Not my uncle, no way. You know him. He's terrifying.
Really? I think he's a pretty nice guy. He's perfect for you. You don't care when you hurt people. Maybe he'll teach you a good lesson.
Please, Wayne. Help me out here. I can't go with my uncle, please.
All the arrangements have been made so that you'll pay all your debts.
Huh? What are you talking about?
The compensation you have to pay for your unethical conduct.
What?
Your uncle is going to watch over and make sure you pay off your debts to make amends. Okay, look, that's all I have to say, Lena. See you around and good luck.
No, you can't leave me here. Not with my uncle. Please, Wayne.
After that conversation, she realized she had nowhere else to go. She tried to make her escape, but her uncle was hiding nearby and caught her just in time. After that, we got advice from our lawyer that we had consulted with earlier and took legal action against her. But that was not the end of this sad story. You remember Gordon? That guy that Lena ran off with? Well, he decided to bring charges against her too, for infringement of his rights due to her claiming that she was single when in fact, she was married. Well, she's currently in dire circumstances due to this double whammy from both me and Gordon. Her debt is now way more than she had imagined. Her uncle made her work as penance to her deceased father. Last I heard, she's working day and night to pay back the debt she owes. May her father rest in peace.